One. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Black Sheep Podcast. How we doing today, Tyler?
I'm going blind in one eye, I think. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Losing video over there, too. All right, while he's
Yeah,
messing
see
with that, we just got some housekeeping things to take care of. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you could hit that subscribe button. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed. Come on, help us out. Hit that like button as well. And please leave feedback. We appreciate it. We want to interact with the flock. If you check the description below on YouTube, we got all our socials down there. We got a Patreon if you want to help support the channel. And then we even got merch. Go check out the merch store. Everything from flags to masks to phone cases to coffee mugs. We're looking out for the flock there. Go check that out. And we're on Apple and Spotify. So if you like to listen podcasts those ways, go ahead, leave us a review there as well. So what we're going to do is just take some quick notes, talk about some things that happened, and then we're going to go right into our AFC and NFC East preview. So in college football, we have – well, first off, I want to start off with the Big Ten apparently is going to come back and play. I mean, they're saying November, maybe October. This is just wild. What's going on there?
Yeah, how's that going to work exactly?
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to figure out. I don't know if the Big Ten's going to do their own thing. If they start in October, they can at least participate in the playoff. And I think that's what a lot of them are pushing for.
I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, it's a mess. And then so with this whole weird season, it's 2 weeks away from the season, and we had a big opt-out. Jamar Chase, wide receiver, LSU. This dude's legit. He's going to be a top 10, top 15 draft pick next year. Decides to opt out. His reason was just thinking about his future. He wants to just prep for the NFL draft. So it was surprising, but, I mean, this kid doesn't have anything else to prove in college, so it's nothing too crazy. But, yeah, it was a big name dropping out last minute going to the NFL. You watched any Jamar Chase?
Oh, yeah. I love him. He's a beast. I just think he doesn't want to risk it without his best quarterback there to make him look good.
Yeah, he's got a little messy quarterback situation. Running back graduated, Clyde's gone. So, yeah, I don't blame him.
I don't blame him at all.
One bit. And then we might get a little emotional here. It got pretty crazy in Jacksonville. We had two mainstays. They're gone now. Yannick Ngakoue got traded to the Vikings for a second and a fifth-round pick. I was hoping for a first. He's an edge rusher, but it was clear he was never going to play Jacksonville again. And then we had that, and then 24 hours later, Leonard Fournette's gone. If you follow me on Twitter, I got pretty emotional pretty fast. Not even like I don't know what to do. I don't want to believe the Jaguars are tanking. What do you think about those two moves?
How do you feel about that second pick, that second-round pick? That doesn't feel like a fair compensation at all. Isn't he only like 25?
Yeah, he's like 25, 26. And, premier pass rushers. This dude's got almost 40 sacks in 4 years. So he's one of the best in the league. But, yeah, I can't believe we only got a second. But he threw
that's crazy.
Twitter tantrum, so I don't think that helps. Or he called out the owner.
The Fournette thing, I feel like I kind of saw that coming with his big reaction on social media to every release and trade and everything. Like he was just the only one there kind of deal, like the Will Smith in the room alone. So I kind of feel like he was a little bit on the outs, or else you'd kind of preach unity. I don't know. And I think, was he one of the ones that commented about bringing Cam there, or was that somebody else?
No, it was him. He just made some comment about, Cam coming to Jacksonville, and his excuse was, why not make the quarterback room as best as possible? Obviously, he caught some flack for that because this is the year of the stash. It's Gardner's show, not the Cam show. But, I mean, it was crazy.
I could kind of see that one coming. I'm surprised they couldn't even get a fifth for him. So, who knows?
Yeah, that blows my mind. I mean, I'm not going to say Fournette's a superstar, but he's not bad either. The fact that they say that they can't get one single draft pick for him, it's hard to believe. I saw it. They said Kalen Ballage from Miami went to the Jets for a seventh. You're telling me they couldn't even get a seventh?
I know, that's crazy.
I
Maybe
get it,
because
but yeah, it's
maybe because his contract, and some teams probably thought, oh, he's gonna get released anyway, so why give up anything?
yeah, it's so I now have 0 Jacksonville Jaguars jerseys that I can wear to games now, and I'm not buying any because every time I buy something, within 2 years they're gone. So until this team proves that they can keep somebody there, if Trevor gets drafted, I'll buy one because he's there for at least 3 years.
Got some good news close to my heart. You got the bad news on your side, but the Chiefs today extended Veach and Andy Reid for another 5 years, so we got them till 2025. So I'm pretty happy with that. Veach has done a great job stepping up. When we lost Dorsey, I was a little worried, but he stepped up, and somehow he's figured out the cap to kind of turn it off a little bit.
Yeah, he cleaned up Dorsey's mess big time. Dorsey was a great GM in terms of drafting, but his cap manipulation was awful. And Veach has been awesome at drafting and awesome at the cap. So it's been
Yeah,
quite the ride there in KC, and they look like they're going to be set up for a couple of years. A little jealous. Who
that's the
took Fournette
goal.
over Pat Mahomes, by the way? That's always fun. We got Blake Bortles. We didn't need Pat.
True.
Jeez. This stuff
Hey,
is rough.
he had that good run. At least you got to watch
Yeah,
that.
no joke. All right, man. Instead of me getting all sad here, let's go to the AFC East where these teams will make me feel better because they're all trash. But we'll go to the AFC East. We'll let's start off with the New York Jets. So obviously Sam Darnold's coming back year 3. It's a big year. You got Adam Gase. Who knows how that's going to go? He's been under fire for a couple of years. But I mean, they've been making moves. They still got to get Sam some help, but some key additions. They got the Iron Man, Frank Gore, coming in. You got Brashad Perryman. They got some offensive line help with George Fant and Connor McGovern. And then they brought in some DBs and Pierre Desir and Quincy Wilson. But what they did, they lost Robbie Anderson, who was Sam Darnold's number 1 receiver. And then they lost Beachum, Shell, and Khalil off the offensive line. So, I mean, this team they're struggling to build sustainability around Sam Darnold. What do you think their win-loss record's going to be?
They also lost a big name, Jamal Adams. I know that's got to hurt.
They did. They
So
traded him to Seattle.
I would say this is a huge, 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 huge year for Darnold. Whether he can compete with this roster, who knows? But he's got to show some type of promise. I know last year he kind of missed most of the season. Saw ghosts, pretty famous. But so I think this will be a huge prove-it year if they want to keep him or go a different way. I don't see the Jets doing too great unless Le'Veon is really what he thinks he's going to be, which is a star again, unless they can let him carry the load and then get some good defensive play. So I don't know. I'd probably have them, depending on the Dolphins, if Tua starts, Fitzpatrick, I don't know. I'd probably say the Jets will probably be last in that division. Probably 4 or 5 wins tops.
So this team sneakily won 7 games last year. Couldn't believe it. But, I mean, I'm with you. I don't see them winning 7 games again. I think 5 is the ceiling, unfortunately. I like Sam Darnold, but he doesn't get a lot of help, and I don't think Adam get of a coach.
No, not at all.
So, hey, all they can really hope for is let's get Frank Gore 1,000 yards. Let's move him into 2nd overall on that rushing list.
Yeah, get him and Le'Veon to carry the whole team.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Buffalo. So Buffalo came on hot last year. Josh Allen finally turned the corner with a strong arm, strongest arm in the NFL. But yeah, they went 10-6 last year, made the playoffs. So they only got better. Their biggest thing is they added Stephon Diggs to what was already a pretty good team. So they get Josh Allen, a true number 1. What do you think?
I love the Bills. I got them winning 12, 13 games. Stephon
Oh,
Diggs will be
geez.
huge for Josh Allen. He's a great deep threat, and we all know Allen likes to throw that thing. So, and their defense is top 5. So I can see them being in the race for that 1-2 seed.
Yeah, I don't got them winning that many games. I got them going 11-5. I mean, this defense is amazing. It's a top 5 defense for sure. Josh Allen still has some questions with his accuracy. And whether you believe it or not, this dude ran the ball a lot last year. He was more of a scrambling quarterback than people think. But he
I
has
just
like a
think,
bruising style, so he doesn't really get thought of as like a running quarterback.
yeah, I just think they'll win that division because and have a good win-loss record because I think they sweep that division.
Oh wow, yeah. I got them winning the division. This will be the first time in a long time the Patriots haven't won it, so Bills Mafia is about to be hot.
Oh, for sure. Hopefully they get some fans in there.
Yeah. Yeah, did you see they're gonna let fans tailgate and have like and then the Bills Mafia is gonna be allowed to break tables and stuff still, but they
That's
gotta
kind
like
of lit.
sanitize it and everything. It's gonna be social
That'll be
distance like
interesting.
table breaking. Oh yeah, Buffalo's gonna find a way. They're gonna get wild,
Oh, for
especially if they're
sure.
good this year. Oh, it's gonna be rowdy up there.
And I bet there's no social distancing followed once they're there.
Absolutely not. All right, we'll move on to the Miami Dolphins here. Big thing, they got Tua in the draft, 5 overall. They also added running back Jordan Howard. They got Byron Jones from the Cowboys, paid him a lot of money. Xavier Howard came over. Shaq Lawson came down from the Bills, and then Kyle Van Noy came from the Patriots. I like Brian Flores. I think he's a great coach. What do you think this Dolphins team is going to do?
See, it's so hard to answer this one because I want to say they're going to be second in the division, but I can't really say that because we just don't know to his health. And Fitzpatrick probably is going to start at least the first 4 games, maybe 5 games. And if we get Fitzmagic, who knows? Maybe they run off a 4-game win streak or they'll lose 4 in a row. That's just what you get with Fitzmagic. But I love what they're doing on defense. They got maybe the best cornerback duo in the NFL. They brought over a lot of D-line help, and they were a solid defense last year. So I really like the Dolphins. I don't know if they'll compete this year, but I have a high ceiling for them in the future.
Yeah, I love the Dolphins and what Brian Flores is doing there. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he is the most quarterback. I would never want him on my team. Because remember the story last year was like they're tanking for Tua because they were such a bad team. Yet Fitzpatrick somehow won 6 games. And that's just what he does. It's really annoying. He'll get hot. So you never want to tank if you have this kid on your team or guy. He's an old man now. But yeah, like Fitzpatrick is annoying. So he'll hold that job for at least till the bye week. I have no idea what week that is, but yeah, he'll have it for a while. Tua may come in towards the end of the year if they're out of it. I got him winning 6 games again. I'll give him a year to get everything together, and then next year let Tua take the reins. I really like Tua. Everybody says durability, but a surgery he elected for in the hip was really just a freak injury. So again, Tua just does some things nice, and this, like you said, the cornerbacks there, they probably have the best cornerback duo in the NFL. Byron Jones and Xavier Howard are 2 legit studs. So it'll be really interesting to see them. Yeah, I got them at 6-10.
Yeah, I'd probably say around there seems fair. I'm really, really, really high on Tua. So I think he's going to be the best quarterback in that draft. A lot of people give me heat for that just because, people don't, for some reason, believe in left-handed quarterbacks. And they also
And
don't
consider
like
him
his
a little
durability
funny.
issues. But
Yeah.
I think he'll be the best quarterback in this draft 5 years from now.
All right. Let's go to the reigning division champs, the New England Patriots. Obviously, the biggest loss that they suffered was losing Tom Brady, but they also lost Kyle Van Noy, Jamie Collins, Danny Shelton. Nate Ebner was a special teamer that did a lot for him. Matthew Slater, another special teamer. But they added biggest name on the market, Cam Newton. So this team is going to be interesting. You have Bill or I was about to say Parcells, Bill Belichick getting a QB complete opposite of the guy who he's won 6 Super Bowls with and had for the last 20 years. New England's going to be fun to watch.
Do you think Cam starts week 1 and finishes the season as a starter?
I'll say Cam does not play all 16 games. They're going to get Jarrett Stidham in there. I've heard too many good things about Stidham out of New England. I mean, they absolutely loved him, but you also can't blame them for going after somebody like Cam. So I don't think he starts every game. I would bet Stidham probably starts week 1, and then Cam will come in week 3 or 4.
Yeah, I just don't. For them winning, they lost a lot of defense, and then they had a lot of people opt out. I'm not sure all the names. I know it's a lot of their linebackers. And so I'm not sure that defense is going to be what it was last year, which was the best in the league, if not top 2. So I just don't see Brady couldn't win enough games to get them a top 2 seed last year. So, and they lose all those weapons on defense, plus new quarterback, maybe 2 quarterbacks. We never know how that's going to play out. I just see them winning maybe 8 games. It's hard to say a Belichick team is going to have a losing record, but I don't see them being a threat at all this year.
No, I'm with you. I think 8 games is the ceiling. Brady was able to hide a lot of these deficiencies because he was really good with the football. Even if he didn't have the crazy stats that he used to, he never turns it over. And this receiving core is awful.
God awful.
So they don't have a lot of weapons. There's no running back there either. So, Cam, it would be awesome to see him bounce back, but nobody knows how he's going to play. He's coming off a shoulder injury. That's pretty serious. So if Belichick gets 8-8, it's still a great coaching job. But, this team is just not built for success, especially around a young quarterback in Stidham and a guy who's not necessarily known for his accuracy in Cam Newton. He's more of a dynamic downfield passer versus what Brady was, where he'll just pick you apart in tight spaces.
Do you think they'll try to run the ball with Cam?
I do. I don't think to the extent that Carolina did. Like, Carolina had designed Cam Newton power plays. I don't think New England does that. I think they do more of the RPO, maybe designed runs 3 times a game. But I don't see Belichick going to that power run with Cam. They want to try to preserve that shoulder.
Or he won't care. Get him on a 1-year deal. Let's see what he can do with his legs.
Yeah, it is only it's only for $1 million, right? $2 million, something like that.
Yeah,
something crazy.
Something way too cheap for what Cam's worth.
Yeah, no doubt. So I'm so torn. I really want to see Stidham because of everything that's come out. Is like the dude looks good, but it's Cam Newton in New England. You got the videos coming out from him at camp, just getting everybody hype. It feels like a different New England team because it's not Tom Brady there.
I know.
Like a different culture and everything. It's pretty crazy.
It's going to be so weird seeing it week 1 and him in a Bucs uniform and Cam Newton in a Patriots uniform.
Yeah, I can't wait till we talk about the Bucs. That'll be a good one. But so we're about to move to the NFC East, but we're doing something special today. We're going to bring in a Cowboys fan. He's going to discuss the NFC East with us. We want to do this with the other divisions too. So, guys, if you want to come on here, it doesn't matter if you're a fan of the team or not. Let's talk football. Come talk football with us. Just reach out to one of us. Reach out to our socials down there. Let us know. We'll get you on the pod. Let's talk to the flock. Come talk to us. But I'm about to bring him in, Larry Percival. Let's see if we can get him in here. What's up, man? How we doing, Larry? All right, we're doing pretty good. We're about to start talking about the NFC East. You ready? No.
Yeah, I'm ready, bro. Never.
All right. We'll start off easy. We're going to start off with the I almost said the bad word. We're going to start off with the Washington football team. So this team they were awful last year. They won 2 games. Dwayne Haskins is coming back. Alex Smith might be coming back. That'd be pretty dope. But key additions, obviously Chase Young, number 2 overall pick, expected to be an instant impact. Their D-line was already good, so you add Chase Young to that mix. It should make this defense pretty solid. Ronald Darby joins them in the defensive backfield. They lost what's his name? Josh. I can't even think of his name. He's so awful.
Josh Norman?
Josh Norman, yes. Funny story, I was so mad the Jags didn't try to pay him a lot of money, and he went to Washington instead. But, man, it worked out. I mean, we both sucked, but we didn't suck with that giant contract. But then they also got your boy Kendall Fuller there, Tyler.
Yeah, sealed the Super Bowl.
In the backfield. Let's start with you, Larry. What do you think the Washington football team is going to do this year?
Man, I mean, truthfully, barring if they're going for like the all-star IR team again this season or not, I'm not sure. Because they literally could field an entire team last year just with their IR roster. So hopefully they fixed, obviously they changed up their coaching and all that, but I seriously hope they did something with their strength and conditioning team or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what causes all those injuries, bro. No, they're definitely fourth on my list in the NFC East, without a doubt.
How many wins do you think they're going to get?
Maybe 3, just because it's hard not to get at least that.
Do you believe in Dwayne Haskins?
I mean, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. He's so much better than what he's able to do right now on that team, in my opinion. Him and McLaurin, I think, are going to get just wasted away their whole career. Done.
Jeez. Super.
Bro, it's worse than Calvin Johnson with the Detroit Lions.
Oh, boy. Hey, he's got Adrian Peterson in the backfield. It doesn't matter if he's almost 40.
I just saw an awesome clip of Chase Young cracking Adrian Peterson at practice today. Just crushed him, bro.
That's senior abuse. What do you got, Tyler? What do you think Washington's going to do? They're a mess right now.
I think Alex Smith gets comeback player of the year, even if he doesn't play.
Alex Smith's going to start.
He deserves it. He deserves it. I don't care if he plays one snap. Give him comeback player of the year. But I think I'm going to go the opposite of what you said about Haskins. I think he's absolutely god-awful. I don't know what the hype is about him. I've had several arguments about, he's going to be great. He just needs a better team. He just needs this and that. So we'll see what he does this year, but I think he's god-awful. I think they'll win 2 or 3 games. Maybe get Alex Smith a charity snap at the end of the game, let him run a touchdown in or something. I don't know.
I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt since, a lot of greats has had terrible seasons starting off, including Drew Brees, all the way up to the greatest quarterback in the world, Troy Aikman, defeated his first season. So,
here we go with the bias
already. So I'm with Tyler on this one. I mean, me and Larry used to argue about this all the time. I used to just tell him, like, dude, chill out on Haskins. He just does these little things where I'm like, you got to watch it. He's not that good. He misses some easy throws. So I'm in the boat that I don't think I want to give Haskins the benefit of the doubt because this team is awful. He gets zero help.
Well, last season they were signing people at Walmart, bro. They had no one on the team.
Yeah, I mean, he got zero help except for Scary Terry, who had an awesome rookie season. But, I mean, if Haskins even scratches what people think he could be, I mean, this is still only a 4-win team. This team's just not good. That defense can only do so much. But
I definitely agree with you.
And that's not fair to Haskins because if he wins 4 games, he's going bye-bye. His leash is already super short. They were mad when they drafted him. So, yeah, they win 4 games. They might replace him with Justin Fields. How funny would that be?
Well, he may be in a worse position than Baker Mayfield with a whole new coaching regime coming in. And mid-season, they're probably going to have a new owner on top of that. So,
yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on there. They got an awesome coaching staff, though. Between Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio, those are two dudes who are going to get that ship right, no matter Dan Snyder's there or not.
That team is a filthy mess, bro.
They're gross.
They are. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, bro.
All right, we're going to go on to the Giants here. Old Danny Dimes coming back. You got Saquon going into year 3. They got him some help. They drafted Andrew Thomas, signed Cam Fleming, try to bolster up that offensive line. Dion Lewis is there to help spell Saquon. The defense is still bad. They had a DB get arrested for robbery. For some reason, he decided to rob people at a party who he had more money than. But so, yeah, bad decision, bub. So they lose somebody in their secondary. But the Giants, I mean, what do you think they're going to do?
Man, there's a coin shortage, so we need to stop calling them Danny Dimes, bro.
What are you going to call them then?
Danny no wide receiver to throw to, Dimes maybe.
Hey. What do you got the win-loss record going?
Oh man, probably like 7-9. I'd give him that.
Whoa,
they got Barkley, bro. Barkley's gonna carry the team on his shoulders like he did ever since his rookie year.
I gotta agree with that. I probably got him winning 6 games. I like Danny Dimes. I do. I think he'll be good. They just not ready to compete yet. Need to draft maybe another couple years. Get a big free agency. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
He reminds me of Rudolph for some reason, man. Like they got to be cousins or brothers or something. There's something about them too. Rubs me the wrong way.
With black hair. That's it.
No, he showed some flashes, but I mean the biggest thing, he reminds me of someone who needs encouragement. You know, not just a little coach clapping on the sideline saying good job when he throws a pick.
Yes, his new OC is Jason Garrett. How are you gonna feel if he turns him into a superstar?
Mr. Clap Clap. There's no way, bro.
The Clapper is gonna get a dub against the Cowboys.
Bro, they gotta go see a doctor because they just got a case of the clap.
When Daniel Jones came out, I made the bold mistake of saying that he will be better than Kyler Murray.
Oh no!
Write it down.
No.
I don't know why. I just liked the way. I don't know. I like tall quarterbacks. Maybe I'm judgmental in that aspect. I think
he's tall. What is he? 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah, I think 6'5", 6'6", something like that. But everybody, I guess it's maybe because everybody, when they drafted him, was like, who? And just started hating on the guy. So I'm like, oh, man, I want this guy to be good.
Bro, they did. They drafted him early, too. Early.
Yeah, he went number 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I like him. I think he's good. I mean, don't get it wrong. I don't think he's probably the 4th best quarterback in that class behind Kyler, Gardner, and Drew Lock. But
you said behind Gardner, too.
I'd say he's the second best.
But yeah, I mean, he has a fumbling issue. He fumbled the ball like 18 times last year, so he has to fix that. But yeah, he's a good story. The fact that he got instantly trashed for nothing that he did, just that Dave Gettleman was funny to make fun of, and he drafted him, so he kind of got pooped on because of his GM. But yeah, so I would love Daniel Jones to just like shut everybody up, especially being in New York. You know he's gonna have that attention on him. So I'm rooting for him, but I mean this defense doesn't look like it's gonna be that good. So I got them going like 6-10, 7-9. I don't think
that's where I got them too because of that. Their defense. I mean Barkley's not going to be able to run over enough people to keep them in the game.
Yeah, I mean,
truthfully.
So there's not a lot to work with there on defense. So
God forbid if Barkley goes down, they're like one win, bro. 2 wins. in my opinion.
He's talking about sitting out some games. We'll see.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
Now we're going to move to the reigning division champs. Best team in the division.
Last year.
The Philadelphia Eagles, who got better. I mean, their secondary got torched a lot last year, so they went out and added Darius Slay. And they got Nickel Roby Coleman to help them in that secondary. They drafted Jalen Reagor in the first round.
God, that was a terrible pick, though.
No. See, listen to this. So when Deshaun Jackson went down last year, I mean, their offense just struggled. They're throwing out high school wide receivers.
Yeah.
They need somebody else to step up. So Reagor was good for that. Wentz likes to bomb it. Give him a speedster. And then they drafted Jalen Hurts because Wentz is also fragile. So they got Jalen Hurts in the second round, help ease the injury concerns at the backup spot. I like this team. I love Wentz. What we got? Let's hear it. Let's start with you.
There's an absolute great reason why they drafted a quarterback so early in the draft and pissed off every single one of their own fan base, because Wentz cannot finish the season. He has yet to win a playoff game. So, I mean, I'm a little skeptical on that, and I really don't think their team changed much. And they were, a 9-win team last year. So that's my opinion on them.
What do you think they're winning this year?
8.
8-8.
8-8.
First in the division?
Second.
What do you got, Tyler?
Well, they did get better. I agree. I think Slay and Roby Coleman will help a great deal for that defense. And they already have a great D-line. So, and they got the best quarterback in the division. So I can see them winning 10 games, going 10-6 and winning that division by at least 2 games.
Oh, by at least 2 games.
I'm going to argue that one later.
I got some agreements and disagreements with that. I do agree that Wentz is the best quarterback in the division.
God.
Top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Just the dude is special. Hey, and the team did get better. I mean, he got better at wide receiver. The defense got better.
You gotta admit, just a little bit better at wide receiver. Come on, bro.
And maybe marginal, but Deshaun Jackson's coming back once he gets done with his class tour. They got people, and I think Wentz is, if he stays healthy, has a chance to compete for this division again. I got him going like 10-6, 11-5. They're going to the playoffs.
If he's healthy, he's an MVP candidate every year.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
You guys are –
He should have went last year considering the fact he carried.
You guys are just throwing up in my mouth right now, bro. There's absolutely no way
Philadelphia
you can
high
win
school
the top 5. There's absolutely no way.
Only him, Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers can make some of the throws they make.
Jeez, Louis.
Absolutely.
There's only a couple guys that can earn that much respect and never finish a season, is all I'm saying.
Hey, Joe Burrow's MVP already. I'm hearing, so at least Wentz has done something.
Yeah.
Wentz is the best backup quarterback I've ever seen in my life, especially in the playoffs.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, his emotional support is superior.
He's got a ring.
Oh, he does have a ring.
He does.
Backup curse to my franchise. But let's move on to the final team in the NFC East, the Cowboys. The biggest loss that they had as a team was obviously Jason Garrett. He was a major part of that team.
That was not the biggest loss. That was a loss. Let's be clear.
They also lost Byron Jones to Miami.
Huge.
So their secondary gets a little weaker. They added Clinton Dix, and then they drafted Trayvon Diggs to try to alleviate some of that stress in the secondary. Everson Griffin and your boy Dontari Poe joined the D-line there in Dallas. That D-line looks pretty good. They're getting Dallas is known for taking those felons who've been free agents for a couple years, bring them to Dallas to see what they can do.
Bro, it's a second chance rehabilitation program, bro.
Where's Randy Gregory at? He's up like 10 chances.
He's coming back. He's going to finally be able to play this year, bro.
Oh, jeez.
He's off the pipe, bro. He is off the pipe.
He's off the pipe. And then finally, obviously, the biggest thing that people talked about on draft night was the Cowboys drafting CeeDee Lamb, making
huge,
what was
bro.
the NFL's top offense even better. So, how many wins? Last year you said 14-2, and that team went 8-8. How many wins we got this year?
Bro, I was high when I said that. Man, honestly, if I'm gonna try to do it without being totally biased, looking at the schedule, we got 4 or 5 really tough games. So I'm gonna give them at an absolute minimum 11 games plus.
So, so they're at least going 11-5.
That's a minimum.
Oh,
Optimally, I'm going 13-3.
Oh.
Number 1 seed in the NFC.
Oh, jeez. I love it. Your boy Dak doesn't do good against good teams.
He does excellent, actually, bro. Coach Garrett did not do good versus good teams.
They went 0-7 last year against
Coach
teams
Garrett
with a
does not
record.
do good against good teams.
He's like 3-17 in his last 20 or something crazy like that. Against teams with a winning record.
That's just, I think that's inaccurate, bro.
Just out the dome. That can't be right, man.
You literally cannot blame it on Dak anyways, bro. He is the quarterback on the number 1 offense. That's not Dak Prescott's fault.
Could that be because of Zeke?
Zeke kind of hurt us in the beginning of the year, bro. Definitely.
Zeke had that Cabo body. You guys started out 5-0. What are you talking about? Zeke hurt you.
That was all Dak. I'm telling you, Zeke didn't kick in until second half.
That was all Miami Dolphins and Washington team and
Miami Dolphins, truthfully, that was actually sketchy at first, if you remember. That first quarter, bro, I almost broke my TV. I almost broke it.
So how do you feel about Mike McCarthy? What did he do?
I'm honestly really excited about the change in personality, at the very least. And he's a championship quarterback, you know. They're a coach, especially with quarterbacks.
So he gets all the credit.
Well, he had the.
And Aaron Rodgers doesn't get any credit.
I never took away credit.
Dak gets all the credit, and Jason Garrett gets all the blame, huh? I see where we're going with this.
Jason Garrett was a 10-year failing coach. He should have been fired like 5 years ago.
His worst record as a coach was 7-9. My team's only sniffed 7-9 once in the last 10 years.
I'm pretty sure that was the season we got Ezekiel Elliott right after, right?
Oh, no, that was the season that – oh, yeah. That was his worst season.
Yeah. But I can't believe we had 4th pick at 7-9. Tell you the truth. That was a crazy season.
It was something weird.
That was a crazy season.
Being more realistic, I got the Cowboys winning 8 games, 7 games. They love to go 8-8.
Let me give you some reasons why, because I heard Josh.
Whoa. Dak, I think their biggest loss was not trading Dak. They should have got him up out of there.
Oh.
That's hurtful. It's hurtful.
Well, we'll talk about this in a little bit. I want to give my 2 cents in this one before we get off the rails with the whole Dak Prescott thing. Honestly, if we're talking about based on talent, like this team has a top 5 roster in the NFL. Unfortunately, Dak Prescott's their quarterback. So I got them going 10-6. I mean, I love Dak, but I think Andy Dalton can go 10-6 with this team. I don't think there's a marginal difference in what Dak Prescott offers compared to somebody else. I did hear something good today, though, that you might like. We were talking, or I was listening to somebody, and they're talking about Dak Prescott, and they're talking about good leaders. Like, elevate those around you. You can put them on the third-string team, and they'll beat the ones. And somebody was talking to Dan Mullen. He said Dak Prescott was the best at that, elevating those around him, even though he might not have the most talent. I don't know if I believe it, but I just wanted to hype you up before we get in this debate.
Well, before we get in the debate about Dak, let me tell you what Dallas Cowboys have done this year that you're ignoring. All right. We lost Byron Jones, Robert Quinn. We went and drafted. You already mentioned Diggs, but this Reggie Robinson that we got, bro, is killing it in training camp. Absolutely killing it. And he might be a starter. It depends on how he competes with Jordan Lewis and Xavier Woods. But in any case, Clem Dix might be a backup safety. That tells you something. And Clem Dix is actually a pretty good – he was a stud. He's on a little decline, and that's why we got to steal him. And it's off the hook that we got Everson Griffin and Alden Smith to crush the Minshews and the Wentzes and all them teams out there that we're going to be facing. Especially come, I want to say maybe week 10 or 11, we play Baltimore. And we might be the single reason why Jackson gets exposed this year.
We'll talk about that.
That's my take.
Episode. I think we've already gotten there. But we're here to slander Dak, not Lamar. You got a rebuttal to that there, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That sounded like some bias, just a little bit. But who's the starting safeties over Ha?
Who's going to be?
Yeah.
They've been playing Xavier Woods and him at safety right now.
So
who's the other safety?
Jeff Heath, I think.
Oh, come on. Ha starting over him.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure,
Jeff
no
Heath,
doubt.
It's so funny seeing Jeff Heath in that secondary. He's your like prototypical white safety. Do not have him cover, but man, if he catches somebody, he's hitting him.
Yeah, he can hit. He can hit. But yeah, man, truthfully, our defensive backs weren't terrible. Our D line was really, man, we couldn't stop the run last year, and that's what killed us. So all the moves that even I just named off, and I'm sure I'm missing some. So all the other Dallas fans out there, don't blame me. But we're going to be crushing people this year on defense, I feel like, with our new defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan.
I do like Jalen Smith. He's a beast. But
he's a Notre Dame fan.
I don't care how good the defense is. I still just don't see Dak pushing this team to beat out Wentz. If Wentz is healthy, I think they skate.
We had the number 1 yards in the league, 6th highest scoring team in the league, and that was all Dak Prescott.
And what was their record?
Bro, we lost 5 games within 7 points.
But you said they had the number 1 offense, and they won how many games?
They were playing from behind a lot, too.
Yeah. If we're thinking number 1 offense, you can't say they were a better offense than Lamar Jackson and the Ravens last year.
We were yards and points-wise, is all I'm saying.
Well, they gave up a lot more points, too.
Baltimore had a great defense, too. So just throwing that out there.
So my whole thing with Dak Prescott, I mean, here's why I slander him, because there are clear instances. He has been the quarterback that he started off 13-3 and then got put on this pedestal, but then he gets these excuses that nobody else in the league gets. Year 2, Dak struggles. Oh, it was because Ezekiel Elliott got suspended.
True.
Year 3, Dak struggles. Oh, he doesn't have a number 1 wide receiver. We had to go get Amari Cooper. He has a stretch last year where he struggled. Oh, our left tackle, Tyron Smith, got hurt. Our center got hurt. But nobody else in the league has those luxuries. Nobody else has a Amari Cooper, Tyron Smith, and Ezekiel Elliott. But if one of those pieces is missing, Dak Prescott falls off a cliff. Oh, it's because of that, though.
The thing, if we lost these games by 17 points, I'd be right with you. But we're losing these games by 5 points, 3 points. You know, we're in the game. Our defense has to stop somebody. That's the whole thing. And I think being quarterback, you know, your boy said it the best. When you're doing great, the team's doing it all. When you're doing bad, it's the quarterback's fault. That's just what it is. And Dak Prescott is a prime example of that.
That's not. I just pointed out how it's not. It's always
when he does
else's
great,
fault.
you guys say it's because Zeke carries the team. When the team loses, it's because Dak didn't carry the team.
But you just said it was Jason Garrett's fault.
Jason Garrett in that defense. It was terrible, bro.
So where is Dak? This is not going to be a discussion for this pod, but where is Dak on your top quarterbacks in the league?
I got him top 6. I would say top 5, but I know that's just too big of an argument. So top 6.
so number 6. You're about to bait me into this one.
I'm gonna say top 6.
I just wanted to see if you put him in there with the Mahomes and the Rodgers and the Breeze.
I don't think Breeze. Now that's a whole different category. Are we talking about career quarterbacks or top quarterbacks right now in this league that I would want to sign to a 5-year contract right now?
Right now.
So if it's a 5-year contract, Drew Brees isn't even in that list. I think he might be top 15. Who the hell wants Drew Brees for another 5 years?
Saints almost didn't want him.
Aaron Rodgers, truthfully, he's on his way out too. I might give him a 3-year contract just so that he could teach my boy Dak a couple things. But
backup Dak.
I definitely got Patrick Mahomes, definitely number 1. Lamar Jackson, right now, he hasn't proven anything less. He's number 2. And then, of course, I'd still put Tom Brady in there because I'd probably sign him to a 10-year contract.
Oh, I forgot we had this discussion too. Tyler, you'll appreciate it. He said, now I don't know if you still believe this, that he would take Dak Prescott over Russell Wilson.
Oh, are you going with that?
Yeah.
Why?
He's better, bro.
In what way?
In every single way, statistically, bro.
Is he a better scrambler than Russell Wilson?
Yes.
Is he a better deep ball passer than Russell Wilson?
No.
Is he a better quarterback in clutch time than Russell Wilson?
Yes.
All right. That's all I can say. All right.
It's not even my opinion. It just came out. The professionals are saying Dak Prescott is number 2 in second half of football games. Number 2.
That's second half. Last drive.
Second half is clutch, bro. Second half is the clutch time.
Last drive. Are you putting Dak Prescott in down 6? Are you putting Dak Prescott in over Russell Wilson?
Yes.
Oh, you hurt me.
Y'all forget that he needs Marshawn Lynch to win a Super Bowl, right? He had his chance to prove that he didn't need him, and he blew it.
He went to back-to-back Super Bowl.
And won one because of Marshawn Lynch and lost the other because he didn't use Marshawn Lynch.
This dude has never not made the playoffs. Every year Russell Wilson's been in the league, he's made the playoffs.
He's not going to make it this year.
What?
They got a terrible defense, bro.
Russell Wilson is top 2 in the league. No doubt.
And is not number 1.
So you do got Patrick Mahomes as number 1?
Oh, yeah, I think we can all agree there. He's
right.
a Chiefs fan. Of course he does.
Yeah, and I'll give him that. I mean, I hate it just because I can't stand the studs, but he's a stud.
Nah, Josh, we got to get into this, man. We got to go off script here, man. I'm going to give you my top 10. I want you to react. I want to hear what you have to say about my list for top 10. All right. So, number 1, got Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Russell Wilson. Number 3, Deshaun Watson. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers. 5, Carson Wentz. 6, Drew Brees. 7, Matt Stafford. Lamar, Big Ben, and then Brady. How do you think about that?
I mean, if we're just lumping everyone in, I mean, that's a good list.
Who would you put Dak over in that list?
Well, you got Tom Brady so far down that list, it's kind of incredible.
Number 10.
I don't understand why.
He's
Number
a Brady
10.
hater.
Huh?
He couldn't beat Tennessee, man.
We already discussed that team. Okay. Yeah, keep going. I'll rebuttal after he's done.
I mean, name it again. You said it kind of fast.
Mahomes. You stop me where you think Dak deserves to be there.
All right.
So we got Mahomes, Wilson, Watson.
Well, you see right there. Hold on. I'm not going to stop you because I'm not going to say Dak is number 2. But you got Russell Wilson way too high on the list. But go on.
No. Russell Wilson and Pat Mahomes are easily 2 and 1.
Keep going.
And then Deshaun Watson. Any argument there?
You got him way too high, too.
He's a winner. And his coach is Bill O'Brien. If we're going to blame bad coaching, you can't say Bill O'Brien is a worse coach than Jason Garrett.
That's a handicap right there.
Well, he proved it by getting rid of what's-his-name, Hopkins.
And then you got Aaron Rodgers. You can't tell me Dak's better than him. And then Carson Wentz.
Definitely right there.
Whoa.
Right there.
That arm talent, you can't beat it.
No, but here's the thing. Your top 4 I totally disagree with besides Mahomes. You got those guys way too high, bro, in my opinion.
I just don't see – all these guys I'm talking about are proven winners in the postseason, can lead their team. I trust them down 6. We saw Watson do it against the Bills. We've seen Rodgers do it. We've seen Mahomes do it double digits. We've seen Wilson do it. So that's what I'm basing off of. And then Wentz – my question mark with Wentz is, can he stay healthy and prove it? If he can stay healthy, he's making throws that Mahomes and Rodgers make. He's got all the talent in the world. He's just got to stay healthy. And then I got Drew Brees. Drew Brees is also a toss-up, but for what they do in New Orleans, he's perfect. Him and Mike Thomas might be the best quarterback-receiver duo. And then Matt Stafford.
God, that's a terrible right there, bro.
Matt Stafford had the Lions on a roll last year before he got hurt.
If you put Matt Stafford on the Cowboys, they're going 12-4.
You're crazy. Crazy.
And a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I would say they'd win a Super Bowl with Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I don't like hypotheticals. All I'm saying is Stafford hasn't done crap in Detroit, bro.
And then you got Lamar.
I can't believe you got Deshaun Watson like 8 spots above Lamar Jackson. That's incredible.
Why? He's proven it in the postseason.
Who? Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
When?
He's got two playoff wins. He had a playoff win last year.
What is that?
What does Lamar have? Why should Lamar
be a Super Bowl?
Lamar Jackson hasn't. He hasn't won a playoff game.
I thought, didn't the year before his first year? I thought they went to the championship.
No,
they got smoke checked by the Chargers.
Was that versus the Chargers? That's terrible.
So you have a guy who's 0-2 in the playoffs with a great defense and a great coach in Harbaugh. Can we say that that's true?
Well, I will say the biggest argument with Lamar Jackson, he has to prove it in the playoffs.
So that's why
pure talent-wise, bro, he's number 2 in my book. Pure talent.
That's why I have Watson ahead of him.
But he's only played 2 seasons. And this was my argument with Josh before when he's brought this up. Drew Brees, look up his first 5 seasons. I'm surprised he stayed in the league. He should have been cut after 5 seasons.
I think he was dealing with some injuries.
And I think he was dealing with just not having great coaching, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Or maybe hit puberty at like 25.
So
I don't know.
Deshaun Watson's winning these playoff games with Bill O'Brien.
He also had the number one wide receiver in Hopkins, bro. You can't say he hasn't had nobody. He had Lamar Miller, too. I mean, he's had a good team around him.
His offensive line has been atrocious. He's gotten sacked at least 30 times every year in his career.
Or is that because he runs everywhere and he's got fat boys protecting him? They can't chase him around and stay up with him. He can't stand in a pocket if his life depended on it.
Deshaun Watson is slept on, I think. If we're doing hypotheticals and blaming Jason Garrett for Dak, then we can do some hypotheticals and talk about Bill O'Brien. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just saying I've never heard anyone say Bill O'Brien was a bad coach. I certainly have heard plenty of people on every broadcast say Jason Garrett sucks, along with the same statement of Dak Prescott, which I disagree with.
News.
Huh?
They're fake news. Black Sheep brings you the truth. Bill O'Brien's trash.
So, how come y'all aren't talking about when you're doing a top 10, why aren't you guys talking about, guys like Garoppolo or, any of them? I mean, you guys are seriously sticking with, for one, the guys that are about to retire like tomorrow being your top 5. And then on top of it, Russell Wilson for sure. He has never won anything by himself. His first Super Bowl was won, once again, with the best defense in the league, if you guys remember. And then the second one, he personally lost. He lost when he tried to go ahead and prove he could win it.
He let him down the field.
No, he pulled a Kaepernick, bro, and proved how bad he really is when it's all up to him to win it.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so how many Super Bowls did Tom Brady win on his own?
5.
Vinatieri
5 out of the 6?
Love?
Yeah.
Their defense don't get no love versus the Rams?
I'm just saying without Tom Brady, they don't win any of them, in my opinion.
That's a hypothetical.
Well, there's no other way to prove it. You just said how many did he win, and I think he personally is responsible for 5. In my
Russell
opinion.
Wilson, they might not win one. They're definitely not going back to back.
Well, they're certainly not winning 2 with Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson may have the worst offensive line in the league, and he still makes the playoffs every single year. Injuries.
I thought Deshaun Watson had the worst offensive line.
I mean, they're both bad. But Wilson has a carousel as well. So
I mean, I'll give Watson the fact he probably does. He's like the most sacked quarterback in the league since he's been there by far. I thought he'd already be like done and retired with how many sacks he takes. Russell Wilson, I think, is just overrated, bro. The whole Seahawk team.
So if you got Dak at 6, who's your top 5?
Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Dak Prescott.
Josh?
I can't do that. I got Patty and Russ, 1 and 2, and it's not close. 3, I'll probably go – I got to go Deshaun. I see him twice a year. He just does some special things. It's hard to deny it. Number 4, Carson Wentz. What he did last year with that Eagles team just shows how great he is. Number 5, I'm going Tom Brady.
I agree on 2 of them at least.
Hey, in your defense, I do have Dak top 10. I'm not as cynical as Tyler. I don't think Drew Brees is that good anymore. I think he does what he does at this point. He's a system. He's a part of New Orleans system. So I don't think it's anything crazy there with him anymore. Whereas these other guys make people better.
Yeah, and And this year, it really is. I'm going to either be shoving my foot down my throat or I'm going to be standing on the mountaintop telling everybody I told you, because this is the year. It's a make it break it.
Here's a good litmus test for you. So Pat Mahomes signed a 10-year, $500 million contract. Would you be comfortable with Dallas doing that with Dak?
If it was structured exactly the way they got theirs, yeah. Because it's not $500 million. It's just not.
It's not, but
there's all kinds of stipulations to get to $500 million. I thought I was genius how they did it. But, I mean, there's a reason why Dak Prescott fired his agent. He fired him because he got bad advice. He could have already been chilling with a 5-year, friggin' $150 million guaranteed contract, and he declined it. So that was on him and his agent. So I think this really is his – last year was supposed to be the prove it and we'll give it to you year. This year is even more than that, even more. And I think Andy told him what's to light a fire under his ass.
So it's the agent's fault. It's the coach's fault. It's the injury's fault. It's
interesting. If Dak Prescott does get a deal in that $35 to $40 million range, over half of Dallas's cap is going to be invested in Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott, Lyle Collins, and Ezekiel Elliott. Four people will take over.
You're forgetting DeMarcus Lawrence too. He's in there. He's got a huge
half the cap to those people. You really think that's a team that can go win a Super Bowl with that much money invested?
Yeah. Yeah.
They better stay drafted.
Well, and truthfully, this COVID thing, this is going to be an interesting thing for me to listen to you guys on what you guys think of it when it comes down to it. Once we find out how bad this COVID-19 hits the salary cap next year, we're going to really find out.
They already have projected numbers.
Huh?
So right now the cap is at $200 million. It's expected to drop to $175.
Hey, that's going to be dramatic, bro.
Worse.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's going to throw everyone off, in my opinion. Like dude, stars are going to get cut, I think. So this is our year. You know, if we're going to win a Super Bowl, it's this year. This is the best chance we got.
Are we going bold prediction right here on Black Sheep Podcast?
Let's do it. Bold prediction.
If he's going to say Cowboys win the Super Bowl, I want to hear it right now so this will be recorded. So if you're right, we can play this back when they win the Super Bowl.
What is this? This is the day before September 1st, August 31st at 11:10 p.m. Dallas Cowboys are winning the goddamn Super Bowl.
Oh, boy. You heard it here first on the Black Sheep Podcast. Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl.
Who they beating?
There we go.
Baltimore.
Whoa! Baltimore making a run through the AFC, going through Patty.
You better hope they play Baltimore if Dallas gets there. I'll tell you that.
I just think I truly think that's who's going to come through with it.
Hey, we'll write this down. Hopefully we can laugh about this later. Hopefully we don't have to celebrate a Cowboys win.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, my gosh, dude. No offense, but Cowboy fans are the worst.
Bro, my background, the celebration that you guys will see behind me when that happens, it's going to be 2020 fucking style. Dude, just absolutely craziness. Craziness.
Since this is recorded, everything's going to be jotted down. If the Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year and Dak wins Super Bowl MVP, I'll cash app you on any platform $500.
See, I can't. I'll take that. Yeah, for sure. All right.
It's right. It's down.
All right.
Now, I'm not predicting Dak Prescott gets MVP, though. Just want to throw that out there.
That's just how confident I am. MVP. It's never going to happen.
Somehow Tyron Smith's going to get it in the Super Bowl. It ain't going to Dak.
They'll give it to the coach. Super Bowl MVP. Let's go.
Mike McCarthy. They're going to think Jason Garrett.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jalen Smith is a Super Bowl winner, MVP winner.
I'll take that.
in my eyes. I think he's the best player on the team.
Now we're talking, baby.
I do.
Oh,
He's a stud,
geez.
especially what he overcame and to become the man he is on our defense. That's huge.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. No arguments here for that one.
I'm digging the whole Jalen Smith Van Der Esch thing.
Yeah, Van Der Esch is supposed to be back in full health too with that neck problem, man.
What do they call themselves? The Hot Boys? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yep.
Those two ain't old enough to know who the Hot Boys are, but they'll call themselves that.
Bro, them two can call themselves whatever the hell they want because ain't nobody telling them nothing.
We're gonna
Them
find
two are the
out.
baddest, bro.
Except
I hope
Carson
Russell
Wentz.
Wilson drops 30 on their head in the playoffs.
Oh, jeez.
Bro, it's going to be scary for any offense, I think, personally. Kansas City, I'm a little worried about, obviously, just because Mahomes is a freak of nature, and Tyreek Hill is one of the fastest men I've ever seen on the television screen. That's a scary, scary team. But outside of that, we're going to be running people over, bro. Bulldozer.
You must not have heard of Gardner Minshew and DJ Chark. You think those two make them scary?
This
Bro,
is the
Minshew
bias
is
pod
fighting
of
for his
2020.
life right now. I feel
Huh?
bad for him.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I had a little temper tantrum on Twitter.
I
was
feel
a little
bad
hurt.
for him.
So do I.
I mean, he's
That
a
is what it
stud.
is.
I mean, if NFL doesn't work out, he's definitely got a hell of a porn career.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
jeez.
We're going to keep this kind of friendly.
Bro, he's got some serious pride in I don't know the proper words to use because I know this is going online. So, I mean, he's got a lot of balls to go out there the way he does and just hold himself up that way. It's awesome.
I mean,
it's awesome to
I'm
see.
just saying, I'm not buying a jersey because I get tired of buying them and Jags getting rid of them. So this season is dedicated to T-shirts and jorts. I already got the bandana, so. Hey,
Bro, if he
prepare.
takes you to the playoffs this year, I'll personally buy you a Minshew jersey.
Dude, he takes us to the playoffs. I'm cutting those shorts off. We're going jockstrap and tank top, bud.
Oh, I can't wait to see that, bro.
This is all
it's
recorded.
going
I
up.
hope you know.
Oh, see, we all got bold takes here. Minshew, you take the Jacks to the playoffs. Jockstrap, tank top, playoff game.
Yes.
You got to put that on Instagram Live, too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to be vlogging it.
There you
My
go.
cheap vlogs. I don't care if we're playing at Buffalo. Tank top and jock.
Oh, man.
That's a good way to end it, though. Hey, thank you for joining us, Larry.
Hey, for sure. Thank you for having me.
Oh, for sure. We want to do this more often. Next week, we're going to do the AFC, NFC South. See if any more crazy news comes up. Thank you,
All right.
guys. Peace.
See ya.